Never in the I'm back. Took a nap.
Took a nap.
Caught some C's. Thought about my next dream in Hawaii, please. I met a stripper, a hooker. She wanted to come back to the hotel. I had to jugger. I had a dream last night. It was
live.
real.
We live, baby. Hold up, though. Let me share this.
We
joint.
live. We gotta hit the green button to make it red to know that it's recording. Yeah, you know it's motherfucker head. What am I saying? What am I doing? What am I breathing? Yeah, smoke up in my lungs. I'm so damn high. I gotta feel once. What a world. I'm a motorboat and titties, girl.
You're a fool.
He said you're a fool.
Good lordy, Wody.
I had a dream of cheating on my bitch like it was my name. Fling. Fuck am I
we live,
talking
baby.
about?
Okay, we live?
Yeah, are we actually? Oh shit. Oh.
Like we live.
We live. 3, 2, 1.
One.
And
Ooh,
it's Smokey in here. Oh, it's Smokey in here. What's good? Welcome back, friends, family.
Friends,
You know the
family.
fucking vibes, baby.
Yeah.
You know the fucking vibes, baby.
Gang.
Welcome back, yo. Sound Sponge Radio. We have missed you. You do not have to front. You didn't miss us.
all
But if
good.
you did,
It's all good.
you got a special place in our heart, man. And it is so good to be back with you.
Parasitic relationship having that toxic. I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh. Yo, that
It's all love, baby.
Oh,
it is
all
all
love, all
love.
Oh my gosh. Welcome back, man. It is May 21st.
First.
Oh my
First.
gosh. We're out here. It's
Shit
looking like
crazy.
summer in
Feel like
Oregon.
summer.
It's kind of shifty actually, but it is starting to feel like summer out here. It's beautiful.
Oregon always shifty though with the weather.
I know, it
shit,
stays
man.
shifty.
Shit.
It's pouring this
been-
morning.
I know, but look at
down.
behind you. It is beautiful, man. I mean, don't open those blinds. But
Son.
how you been, man? It has been way too long. I miss you guys.
How long has it been?
Over a
clarify
month since
this?
episode.
Over a month?
Over a month.
Fuck me, dude.
I know.
Shoot, not much has changed to be honest, sadly.
I mean,
Hip-hop
Besides
changed.
stacking, just grinding, hip hop has definitely changed.
yeah, man.
That
There's
shit
been a
always moving.
gang of shit coming out.
Whether we like it or not.
Oh
Today,
my
bro.
gosh, dude. Today, yeah. What came out
Today, Benny the Butcher, Trust the Sopranos. We got 42 Doug. We got Pooh Shiesty Deluxe Edition. I'm kind of getting off track.
No,
one likes
what
it.
else? No one
Y'all
likes.
don't like them young, my young.
I mean,
hitters. No.
Pooh Shicey's clearly fucking big for a reason, man. So, shout out to him.
What
man.
else
I'll
we
have to-
got?
This
I
might
don't
be
know.
the first
I
Pooh
seen
Shiesty.
Young M.A. album drop.
My
YG and Mozzie have a collab album they dropped too today.
really?
Yeah,
Whoa, really?
yeah.
Holy crap!
That's fire.
That's a huge. This,
I
is, this is a huge
didn't
Friday.
even peep that yet. Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of Mozzie. I'm gonna lie.
not a huge fan, but YG.
I mean,
YG.
I fuck with
To
it.
each their own.
Always fuck with YG.
Yeah, great for you.
That was at
guys.
high school.
No, I'm
that was
just
at
kidding.
high school. That was at high school though. Shit though. So
I don't know.
he's like Juicy J.
I'm not crazy about YG either.
I like YG.
Better.
I always forget that he did Toot It and Boot It.
No, I love that song. Now
That
that
is so fucking
now
funny.
to see YG who he is now, and then to go back and be like,
Boot It.
hey,
Dude,
no, I fuck. That's
isn't it crazy to look back and think like,
That was a must.
dude,
that's
there
the
were
first
so
mustard
many
beer I heard.
people that you were like, oh, that motherfucker ain't gonna make it, bro. Do
Bro, I
you
just
remember?
listened to
Put the lime in-
Meet the Flockers, bro. That album aged really well. I forgot.
Oh, what?
Big
Dude,
back
do you
being
remember
boo. That
Tyga
shit was hard.
fucking coconut?
I remember
The
that.
lime in the coconut.
Bro, I
and
remember
mix
when
it all
Ty-
up.
Yeah, Tyga opened up
Tyga
for the
was-
pack.
Mix it all up.
Tyga
I
opened up.
feel
for
like
the
there's
people
no
were booing
there's-
him. I think
no
you said
matter
that
what,
shit.
we can never avoid this conversation point. Always loops back to the
Tyga
fact
cried.
that Tyga cried doing his
But look at his
rendition.
mansion now.
But of course, I mean, it's awesome. I love that Tyga is around. Honestly, he's a part of rap.
He's got hair plugs.
And
you
he had
know.
Kylie too. He had Kylie
hair
Jenner for
plugs.
a minute.
Dude.
Yo, but that was sketch.
That was sketch. That was some R.
He had
Kelly
the-
shit.
That is some
Oh,
grooming.
was it?
Yes, it was.
She was kind of young.
He
huh?
old.
Yeah, old.
He old shit.
Old.
And he
How old though?
he was definitely mid
If they're both
twenties.
old enough to make their
No, he was
No,
mid twenties.
he was
and she
mid
was like
20s and she
16.
was like 16.
Oh yeah, fuck. It was kind of sus.
Yeah, he was like 26.
Yeah,
Nigga.
that's
She
sus.
wanted to be old.
A nigga, an adult.
Adult.
Shit, nothing happened. So fuck.
That's
I
what he
know, right?
said.
That shit,
That's what he
yeah.
says, right? But
That's what they say.
they both gained
They're
so much
grooming.
fame.
Yeah, they were grooming.
That's what's crazy. They both grew so much fame from that. And then Travis Scott now on the infamy and everything. But that's a whole different fucking topic. That's on that American.
Tiger.
I don't want to know the
Tiger.
program. I don't want to know the
Soulja Boy.
programming behind all of that bullshit.
Tiger.
Because not exactly so into how everybody won on that.
Yeah,
But
it's
either
a
way,
sketch.
yeah. Tyga and fucking people like YG. Like, it is crazy to see the ones that are still around. Like, I didn't really think either of them would be around, to be honest.
Well, when Tyga signed with Young Money and Young Money was that hot, I was like, he probably will be. Because I mean, look, but then
They made him stay around.
They also
whether
signed
everyone liked it or not.
fucking,
they did, but
Let It Rock, Let It Rock.
dude, but they were killing it. Like, not, you get what I mean.
yeah, I know what you
They're
mean.
hitting. They were hitting.
Who was that Asian girl that was Honey Cocaine? Y'all remember her?
Oh my god.
I remember her. I don't know if I want to remember. I think it's
Yeah, right.
repressed.
Oh my god, I
It was
forgot
that
about that.
Asian girl that was just rapping.
Dude.
But yeah, man, Drake and Nicki just. Ooh.
That was.
I wonder if that's probably it too. Is like they just blew everything out of the water. That it's like.
I mean,
oh,
they had
who
Lil Wayne
cares?
too up there.
Well, Wayne was
Whenever-
head honcho.
Head honcho.
He left Rockets in a Phantom. Don't ever forget that.
What was that one song that Tyga did in the studio? And there's like,
I'm so raw. You're talking about with Chris Brown?
yeah, with Chris Brown in the studio. Chris Brown just like on the side, just like,
Yeah. Chef Papa John. Turn the
yeah,
oven on.
I'm so raw. Chef Papa John,
Yeah.
turn the oven on. He's a fool.
Turn that oven
Yo, but that
on.
beat was cold though, right? And at the time, like, it makes me feel like when I was that age, I'm like, yo, this kind of goes. But now that I'm older, I'm like, yo, it's corny, right? It's one of those things. Though, in
Well,
the
yeah,
moment.
you're young too, and
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah,
You know what he said? Chef Papa John,
Yeah.
I get the Parmesan.
Yeah.
He's a fool.
and he was fucking out
you
there.
remember the bars?
Yo,
that
but
shit,
he was rocking that,
Chef
you know, that Tisa hat. Remember
I get the
Tisa?
Parmesan.
Yeah, of course I remember Tisa.
That Tisa hat, like
Everyone
snapback.
wanted a Tisa snapback.
It Tisa and he had fucking the fucking varsity jacket on. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh my god.
And Chris Brown's just like,
Every nigga that couldn't afford Bape was wearing fucking
Some sort of
King. What is it? What is the last?
I was not.
Last King. No, bro. I was
Is that-
not
yo,
wearing
I will say this. I was rocking Pink Dolphin right when it dropped. The
Pink
very
Dolphin
first
is
line.
fire.
The very first line I rocked Pink Dolphin.
So when I
When Pink
blacked
Dog was
out,
just like not in stores.
I blacked out and
It was
tried to
still-
leave Rock the Bells and then come back. But obviously, I wanted to leave and come back, but I was blacked out and I got arrested for the remainder of day one. And I fucking was in there with like
Some hood ass
with one of the like high up workers at Pink Dolphin. He was just like acting Pink Dolphin, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I work at Pink Dolphin." Like, he's
Oh, yo, I
He
wouldn't
was
have
fucked
guessed.
up. He was
Yeah.
fucked up.
yeah, he got arrested too.
Shit.
And I was like, oh yeah, sure, whatever. And then I remember the next day I saw him with like his group in VIP, like in one of the front row spots in like the private booths, and
Yeah.
he was like, my guy, and he was like, come over here. It was tight. I was like, shit, oh my guy.
It's my guy.
They let you
Hey,
go.
Tell all his friends again.
They
That's
let
my
you go.
guy.
That's my guy. He was arrested.
Like
Like,
he got arrested. He's like, bro, don't say that right now. I'm at work.
he's like, I don't care. He's like,
I know.
we're out here.
We're out here. What goes around here.
Yo, man, it's good to be back though, talking about music. I could talk about music for
I know.
hours.
Just going off track, but
That was the whole premise of the show, man. Like when it's like, might as well fucking get our thoughts out there and grow it with people.
Yeah, man. So it feels good to be back, especially because after all this time, we finally got. And I hate being like, I don't know what to call it. I don't want to be like one of the Titans, but one of the big three, like, kind of in the sense that like everyone's always waiting for. Like everyone's always like,
the Holy
oh
Trinity.
man, I can't wait till the new Cole album. Can't wait till the Kendrick album. And even though no one ever says can't wait till the Drake album, we're all still waiting for the Drake album.
We're everyone's
are.
gonna listen.
You know what I
You're
mean?
that
gonna
was
listen.
supposed to come out in February.
Well, I mean, he's like a culture shifter. You know what I mean? So like what he says,
He's
what he
just
does, changes
waiting
kind of
for it.
radio for the next 6 months to a year, sometimes two.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
'Cause everyone wants to ride that wave.
exactly. Like when you're reading, if you're reading This Is Too Late, really changed a lot. Suddenly, everybody sounded like Drake and Meek Mill.
I do battle, run.
I'm not mad.
That's the shit.
It's
She
whatever.
She was hard.
But
That's my favorite Drake album, probably.
it's good to
Really?
be back with
Damn,
a
Take
J.
Care
Cole
is
album
still
of
fire.
all albums, man.
The one where is that Take Care?
Take Care's on the album cover.
The one where he's just like sitting there.
Sitting there all.
I mean, it
fucking-
had
That's probably
Marvin's
my-
Room. That Marvin's Room
That probably my
had
favorite.
cameras. Cameras is probably one of the most underrated songs.
I do love
That
yeah,
one.
yeah.
That one was.
Or
probably
The
my
Ride
favorite.
with The Weeknd. It's just singing the whole time.
Tuscan Leather is my favorite Drake song.
Oh, okay. So you're talking about Nothing
That's the
Was
one
Same.
where his face is in the sky, right?
Yeah,
Nothing Was the Same was dope.
I just know album
Yo, that
art.
shit's dope.
I forget.
Nothing Was the Same was
yeah,
dope.
that was a good album. I think overall, I think it aged well.
Yeah, really did.
Like I think that's the thing. Is that
Only real music's gonna last. All the other shit.
I mean,
today.
not all his catalog has aged crazy well, but most of it has aged surprisingly well, I will say.
That's the thing. I mean, I know we're not having a Drake episode, but you look back and some of his shit that's not on albums, you're like, yo, he's got a lot of shit that's not on albums that you're like, what the fuck? It's album worthy. Am I right? Like,
Well, that's what's tight about about streaming now is that it doesn't have to be on an album for him to make money on it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like Tootsie Slide didn't have to be on anything for him to make money on it.
I can't believe it just became its own thing.
And
It
they
was
became,
technically
didn't
supposed
they
to be a
create a
moonwalk.
dance for it? Or
Well,
he
Tootsie-
kind of did in the video, but
Yeah.
they
Jake ain't
went
a
extra.
good dancer. Really, it's funny about him doing a dance song.
TikTok
Yeah.
just made it fucking.
It
extra.
took off. That's the thing is like you get a song that goes on TikTok and you're just getting all those streams. But
It is the
Tootsie Slide was
future.
literally the moonwalk. That's what he was rapping about.
Yeah. But besides that, man, let's get into the grits, dude. Speaking of promo and marketing and everything, fuck, bro. The fucking off season came out this weekend. I almost said the fall off, but this is essentially the precursor to the fall off. And like, man, we'll talk about the album in a second, but let's start by just dissecting the rollout.
It didn't leak.
It didn't leak, but I'm
That's
just talking about
amazing.
this fucking.
How
I'm
does
just
that
talking about-
happen? He just
let's talk
didn't
about this
tell-
man's
show it
week.
to
This
anyone.
man's fucking week.
Yeah.
2 music videos, album drop successfully. All of them are doing crazy streaming numbers
Bro, like
individually.
56
Bro,
million
every-
streams
every
the first
fucking
day.
song, every song is going
50
fucking
something million
fuck.
streams the first day. That's
He just
fuck.
played his first 2 fucking professional basketball games. He did the cover of Slam magazine.
He probably
wanted to go harder.
another Puma shoe,
Yep. I kind of want to cop.
like the
Not
Puma
gonna lie.
jacket he was rocking in the Amari video.
I forget he's with
Crazy.
Puma. I forget he's with Puma.
Like, and this is all like a span of 7 days.
Yeah.
LA Leakers Freestyle 2, after
Which-
finally,
Murdered.
we could play that, right?
we can play snippets. I don't think we can play all of it, but we can play
mean-
parts of it.
Nah, if we can't play.
Yo,
all of
when
it.
he dropped the still tipping was just fucking disgusting. If we only can play part of it, that's what I want. I know the 93 Infinity is what most people like, but the still tipping to me because when I first heard that, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It took me back to
That
the
shit, like,
days
yeah,
too.
bro.
Like,
Mike Jones was hard, bro.
bro,
He was-
fucking Slim Thug.
He was him and
So
Paul Wall
dope.
and fucking Mike.
Yo,
Jones.
Paul Wall can chop.
Paul Wall can't chop, bro. He's still doing his fucking thing with his
People
cars
forget
and
already
videos.
Platinum was like all Pharrell produced.
Niggas don't understand me for real. Look at my ceiling, it's endless. I'm sick of these bitch niggas feeling the sentence. It ain't enough vitamin C and they system to get rid of me. I'm a killer, relentless on top, but I sound like I'm
God
still in
damn.
the business. I come from the villa, I turn villains to business.
I can't play it too long because I don't want to go. I don't want to. What are these? What is that? What, there it is. That's the Bill Cosby line.
County limits, I ran differences now it's by choice. Got just to peek out the window. These little niggas different. They don't play Nintendo. They play with extendos. I hope you can limbo that chopper. Go spin you around like a judge on a voice. I'm from a city where most niggas never get lucky enough to see something outside county limits. I ran up the digits. I don't have no motherfucking business. Complain about nothing. Ain't got no time and no patience for lists. They be making a who they debating is better. Let's face it. He one of the greatest. No Bill Cosby shit. But if niggas is sleeping, then fuck 'em. Most niggas don't understand.
That's kind of the
Oh,
premise about this whole
sheesh.
shit. It's like y'all, there's
Damn,
no one
yeah, he's-
sleeping on Cole, right?
No,
100%.
they know. I mean,
There's no one. If you someone
he's
who's
in the Holy Trinity, bro.
Said,
in the
ain't no
whole-
Bill
he's-
Cosby, but if niggas is sleeping, then fuck them.
yeah, on a freestyle.
And crazy. Cole's always been amazing with his radio freestyles have always been fucking top tier. Especially because it's just really got that like off the dome energy.
And it's equipped. He's equipped
Even
with
if
the
he
flow.
even if he memorized that, bro, that's
I
still
don't think
just,
he did. I think those bars that were hitting there, and it was just kind of a mastered flow.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
Sometimes
you know, you got your flows equipped. Like, I got this one.
Yeah, he does.
true.
Yeah,
That's true.
tucked.
It's
But
tough.
that's just sometimes the things people say. It's like, bro, there's no way he said that candidly. But this dude been in the game for how long?
Yeah, I
He's
mean
the GOAT,
hours and
like-
hours, bro.
Yeah,
I mean it's like that's what I mean.
10,000
Like
hours.
that
Like-
a type of bar like that to like someone like Black Thought would be like nothing. You know what
But
I mean?
this is one thing about Cole too. I will say as we get into the album, the bars and it has to come with a cadence though. That
Absolutely. Some of them would be corny on their own. Like I mean, the
we have a lot of examples.
I mean, there's a lot of examples on the album. Like the Mario line is the first thing that comes to my head.
But that's dumb. You Luigi brother now. You know what I mean? Just how he said it.
Yeah.
Come
That
on.
actually,
But
I didn't really like
you
that one.
Luigi brother now. Like,
Yeah,
That
but
doesn't make
he said it.
sense. But
Yeah,
it was cool.
But in the middle of the flow,
Yeah.
it really fucking
And when
works.
yeah, like a million on your M on your head or
Now
whatever.
you Luigi brother now.
You a
And
Luigi
all the memes
brother
that
now.
came out of it, Luigi just.
I didn't even see no memes.
Oh
for that.
man, I'll share that with the
That's funny.
Discord.
Yo, let's go straight.
Straight
from the top.
into it.
You were
95.
but you not to mention you were talking about the rollout to this.
Yeah, it was great.
No leaks.
Like, I
No
love
leaks.
that. I just loved.
That's crazy.
Think about
We all
that.
love
though.
that.
Nothing leaked.
A lot of things.
That
keep
camp is
leaking.
tight.
I mean, honestly, I always big respect the big three, those big main three artists. They usually do a pretty good job of keeping it sealed. I mean, they're paying a high enough price. You know what I mean? To do
That's
what
true.
they're doing.
When was the last
And like
time you seen a
that's
Drake?
why Kanye was so fucking pissed. Like I think ultimately that's why Kanye didn't release Yandi. Like
Yeah.
because most of the time those high profile clicks, it's really not to be fucked up. It's like the street niggas who gotta worry about like their camp leaking shit. You
They
know
can
what I
get
mean?
paid
Like,
out real
because
quick.
they hang out differently. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm sure back in the day, you hang out on G Unit, it's impossible to probably keep a fucking song from leaking because your clique is so big. But then like you think of someone like J. Cole, like what does he have? Fucking 10 friends tops?
But Dream
Probably as far as like hanging around actually who will come to his home.
Yeah.
And like, you know, he's one of those artists who's working like that. Not that I don't respect, obviously it's still a really hard feat for nothing to get leaked because like, you know, like no one posted snippets, nothing at all. And that's what I really respect about it.
It was
because,
perfect.
like,
He dropped the singles the way he wanted to, and then
Yeah.
you know, it's just
getting
it's how
straight
you want
into it, though, the first song is actually my least favorite song. I'll start by just saying automatically, like I'm not like
No.
this album's not like a 10 to me. It's hard to get. It's hard hard to get a perfect album.
You mean a 5? We
Yeah.
do 1 to 5 skills here. I'm just kidding.
The 95 South was really fucking sick, and I don't think it's so much the song style because a lot of people are like, oh, this shit is tight, it's buck. I think it's just that style will really never really be my cup of tea, like the whole Lil Jon part. But I love the Cameron start, and I loved like the sound is very J. Cole, and that's why I do like it. It reminded me of his old sound. Something I used to say about J. Cole a lot
Like on the warm up.
was it's at his old production when he does produce his own beats. It sounds like the beginning of a fucking huge stage, and the red curtains are pulling to the sides or some shit.
So although
You know
you
what I
didn't
mean?
like
Like-
it, was it a good intro song to you?
Yes, it was.
Okay, that's because I thought so too. Because that like
You know the.
I think intro songs should be like that. No. I feel like that. I don't know. I feel
Like,
like
I'm not
that-
mad if the intro is not my favorite song to return to because, like, I don't know. If I reread a book, the first chapter is not the first chapter I'm most stoked to read.
True.
Yeah, it's true. But
So it's the
it is
last
very
one.
important. I did feel like I had to go back because my first few spins, I was like, I feel like a different song should have been the intro.
So the part that I referenced, even though I said like, oh, that's usually not my cup of tea, like it still worked. I felt what he was going for, like when it was like, throw your hood up. Like I was hyped. I was
You're
like,
like, we're about to
okay,
go to the
okay.
album.
I was like getting ready for work. I was like, okay, let's go. Like,
Yo.
and so that's what I mean is I knew what he was going for. I felt like it fit the triumphant vibes of like old J. Cole because he was really in that bag all the time. I used to always say like, oh man, when you listen to a Cole beat, it sounds like opera starting or some shit. Just like horns, brass,
Yeah.
strings, just like hard
Just something
shit.
loud.
I need a
I
I
cam
don't
verse.
know what it is, bro. I feel
I needed
like
a crit verse.
intros are always
Oh,
like hard
100%.
now. Like
Yeah.
intros used to be just like interlude type shit or something. Just like I don't know.
yeah.
Maybe it's that. Maybe it's just me. I feel like a
I
lot
felt
of
like
intro
intros have
songs.
always been like.
I know that
on a 10, it had like a 10 album has to have a good intro for me.
I know that like
Yeah.
multi like is a fucking southern thing, just
Yeah.
like so it's not just Chris thing, but like I'm so used to hearing him being like multi to the sun die.
Multi
Like
to the
so
sun die.
hearing J. Cole even use that slang,
Yeah.
talking about being from the South, made me be like, man, you say multi on the album and you don't got crit on it. Like on that note, like I wish they collabed more. I feel like they would be amazing.
Those two.
But I think lyrically, the track definitely goes.
My pen
but-
on the paper's lethal.
This is the one
Yes.
though.
That shit hard.
That shit was hard.
the-
When it came off like that on the second verse, it was fucking fuego.
The part where this is what I mean by it works with the fucking flow though. If you hating on a nigga, please don't greet me with a pound. I be staying out the way. But if the beef do come around, could put an M right on your head. You Luigi brother now. It's like it works.
Cadence.
The cadence works. The energy works. The beat, everything works. On paper though, like reading it, I'm like,
It's not that hot.
uh,
This is a
But he killed this, like, so many shells left on the ground and make the Easter Bunny proud.
Okay, that one's kind of like the same thing
Yo, that's
too,
a
but
bar.
it works.
I
for
get
him.
up, dust my clothes off, sleep in my cousin's death. Like, sleep is the cousin of death. I
no
mean,
plans
yeah.
to doze off.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Some of them, I feel like that's kind of classic Cole, though.
Reach and they
But I
up and
feel like
step.
that's good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Mac in the back of the act. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
Mac in
that's
the back of
like,
the act.
like, someone says that, you're like, that's not that crazy. But, like, it
Hot
was
dog
funny.
ketchup.
And that's what I mean. Is like, people spit those type of bars all the time. And they are bars. Like, what does he say? Like, what does Joey Badass say? Like they gon' catch up. Fuck what you mustard.
Yeah.
Like, it's that shit. Like, where it's like, man, you hear that on its own. Of course, it sounds corny.
I mean, Cole even said that bar or something like that, and he's like, "Couldn't resist, aim for the stars, and I shouldn't have missed, but I'm sitting on the roof, hitting this bitch." Thanks for the view. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it is one of these J. Cole cadence things. Like, we've seen dilemmas like Nelly and Kelly that end in the deadliest fashion. And it's deadly
I think the corniest bar on the entire album is the Danny Kane bar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He says, "Oh yeah,
it's okay.
oh, oh yeah."
It's okay. Singing like
But he
Kane.
said, "Bullets be humming like Cuddy, but one of your hoodie spaghetti yo splashing." Like just that.
all over the driveway.
Oh right, y'all talking all sideways. Shots
My
popping off
ninjas
your
be
leg
pointing in
down.
the sky like we sending the shots like Yahweh. I butchered that shit. Like Yahweh.
Yeah.
That shit. I butchered the fuck out of that shit, but that shit.
Cop shocking off your legs now. Y'all watching? Hey,
Oh my God, you're a fool.
that is. And then
My
he's just
ninja
like,
said
"Put your hood up." That's a fucking shit.
Yeah, I needed confirmation if that was Lil Jon.
It had to be.
For real.
It was Little Johnny.
He
Definitely
brings.
gotta be.
It was.
Okay, so my favorite track is definitely Amar. Actually, not definitely. I can't even say that. Not substance-wise, but to bump. How do I even explain?
I've
Can
been
I
playing
explain
that one back and forth
Can
a
I ex-
lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I? Is that?
Pride is
No, go ahead.
Pride. I think Pride is my devil.
I
Pride is
think
Devil
"Let
is
Go My
favorite
Hand"
song.
is my favorite track,
Okay.
message and like substance, because it's kind of what I expected from Cole. But a lot of the, if I can compare this energy-wise to anything, I would say this reminds me of somewhere between, if it was like as far as J. Cole's resume though, Drake's "If You're Reading This Too Late" and "Untitled Unmastered" by Kendrick. Like somewhere in between that sits this, but on J. Cole's catalog, because it's like, this isn't his masterpiece. This doesn't have a "Love Yours" on it, but he's rapping his fucking ass off. Like, he just is.
Yeah.
The whole time, like start to finish. And it's also a lot of other people's beats. So it kind of gives me like it gives me a really Revenge of the Dreamer feel, actually. It's almost like he never left that session.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh man, well, I'm still just out here rapping my ass off. I'm still at Tree Sound Studios. Like, I never left. I'm just fucking camping away.
Why not? Yeah. It's
No, yeah, that should. That's
Go
a cool. That's a good comparison.
Well, that's like the energy
makes
that it has.
It
like,
it really is, because it's not. You can tell it, for me especially. It's not my favorite album from him.
I think Middle Child should have been on this. And they should have replaced Middle Child on the fucking Revenge of the Dreamer album with
you heard him
one
talk-
of the other 160 songs they
Yeah.
recorded.
You heard him
And
talk
they didn't
about
put
that
on
though.
anything.
I know.
He was like, I this was supposed to be for this album.
I
Little
know.
Child was, but he was like, yo, I'm not the type to just sit there and leave music. But I'm like, you have so much music. What are you talking about? But you just not
I
showing
think it still. I just think it would have fit better on this.
Oh yeah.
I think it might have been the glue, actually.
Tips from-
So maybe in my head, part of me almost feels like Middle Child is the missing piece of this album.
I don't. And this is the thing. This is one of these albums.
And Simba on Ice.
Symbol's Ice was fucking dope. I do
I
feel.
forgot about that.
I feel off, which is funny, 'cause off. But you look at it, and the album itself is, I don't know, man, because this is one thing we were talking about off air, that with Cole, what do you want from him? People are like, I
Yeah.
want him to rap. Like, I want a more cohesive album. Or like,
want bang-
you know,
I
this
want a
needs to be more
banger.
cohesive. There's always something more, but that's what you get when you get top tiers. It's kind of like with LeBron, right? You're like,
Yeah.
I need you to fucking pass the ball more, but bounce it.
Yeah.
I need
You
you
haven't
to
been
go
doing
back.
enough bounce
But then
passes,
still
nigga.
dunk, tomahawk dunk like you always
so
do.
they used to do. You know what I mean? Blah,
Oh,
blah.
but are
Yeah.
you like 30
Oh
something
yeah, he's
too?
taking exactly. Oh, now he takes too many threes.
Yeah, he's not dunking like he used
Who
to.
does he think he is, Steph?
But he just hit on Steph.
Yeah,
boy.
there's always
Jeez.
something like that, right? And I wonder, because I don't know if you guys remember, but people hated KOD.
Yeah, and now everyone loves it.
I did not hate it.
And now everyone loves it.
But no, there was so much,
So
talk.
much fucking hate.
And I was like, whoa. And he's like, well, he's complaining about all these rappers and they all rap how they rap, and then he just raps just like them. And I'm like, you
don't get
this
it by
was
now.
way over your
Yeah,
head.
you definitely did not get that.
And then everyone's like, oh, yo, no, this was no KOD though. This album, it wasn't like, you know, this wasn't Kid on Drugs.
This wasn't deep.
Yeah, this wasn't deep. And it's like, what? What do you want?
Can a man just take it easy and rap?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I don't know. This is like
That's
off-season.
sometimes that
This
we're
is
like
off-season.
sometimes
You see his reps.
sometimes you're lucky
Seen his reps
to
and
be
all
someone like Benny or Gunn or fucking
'Cause you can just
or
rap
Conway,
your
because you
ass
can
off.
just rap your ass off and everyone's just excited. They're like, yeah, he rapped. No one's ever mad when Conway just raps his ass off.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to rap about any substance. And not saying that he
Gangster-
doesn't.
It's just gangster
but he
shit
can
though,
just
most
rap.
of the time.
There's no brackets.
Yeah.
He ain't making brackets.
He's not
making
doing like a
Let
love,
It
yeah,
Off
or
stuff.
a love yours. Yeah, exactly. Like he doesn't have to though.
Or a For Your Eyes Only. People hated
Yeah.
that album too. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so much. I don't get the haters on this.
I don't get the haters.
But a lot of people hated what's that Kendrick Lamar album that he dropped?
Damn.
Butterfly?
The one with Pimp a Butterfly.
Oh my
Everyone
God!
hated
Yeah,
that.
when the first week
When
it
it
came out,
first
people
dropped,
were like,
everyone hated
"What is
that.
this?" And then
I
now,
actually didn't like it at first. When it first came out, I was in college. I was like, yeah, this shit ain't lit like Kendrick.
well, because
right?
everybody
Like, I'm
wanted
like-
more backseat
like a dumb,
freestyle.
Exactly.
Everyone wanted
Because
more-
I just went to his concert too, bro. So I was like, bro.
And then they were listening-
more of that shit.
but then
And
you
it
start
just came
listening
on
to what
some
he's
slow
saying.
shit.
Yeah.
And that's when I really started to really appreciate hip hop. Was when I started listening and like appreciating that.
but that
that
okay,
came
that
out.
that was tight though.
And it takes
because
an oath to, like, rap like that. And about stuff like that.
About tough situations, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, only a certain amount of rappers. See, when you reach a certain degree of caliber,
well,
is
I mean,
it okay to rap like so conscious like that?
I don't know, man. Like
He's
the
always kind of
444.
been that way, though.
When I first heard 444, I was like, I didn't need this. And I was actually
I remember
completely
hearing
against
you
this
say
shit.
that.
I was like, yo, I didn't need Jay to fucking
Be on his
be a
conscious
big
type
bro
shit.
now. But he was like, no, I've been a big bro in the background all this time. You know what I mean? It's like, did
Well,
you?
the way I see it as an older rapper like J. Cole, you know, he's 36, has 2 kids. You either gonna rap your ass off like he did, and like kind of just it's not like he switched things up here, you know, or you could, you know, kind of stay stagnant and kind of just I don't know.
To me, the premise of the whole album was like, yo, this is the kind of mode you have to be in when you're making an album like this. You know what I mean? And so that's why it wasn't cohesive. That's why I think it's a perfect segue to the fall off. And him
think it was a
explaining
perfect
the
mix.
fall off was like, I haven't reached a point where I can gladly say like, yo, I turned every stone. You know what I mean?
and I can't get better.
And I can't get better. And so if this is leading up to it and he's just like, I just gotta wrap my ass off and get into this point where I hit this peak and I can fall off gracefully, I'm all for that. Do I want him to retire? Hell no. But if you're gonna retire, this is the way to retire.
That's true.
Cause I tell you this,
I don't
would-
think he's gonna retire. I think he's gonna take a few years off.
He's gonna be on features.
His kids are gonna get on in first. They're gonna get to elementary school. And then he's gonna be like, damn.
It's
I run
boring
this-
at home now.
I run this fire ass label still.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Dreamers 4 is gonna happen or some shit. And he's gonna be like,
What if he becomes
damn man,
nicer at
I
Hoopco?
just was here in Revenge of the Dreamers 4. I can already see the Revenge of the Dreamers 4 roll B credits fucking documentary.
Yeah.
Cole with his fucking like Go Tanks length fucking dreads at that point, man-sized dreads, and just being like, you know, I was having a tea party with Rick Rubin, and he just told me, you know, if you still got bars, you gotta get it out. And everybody's gonna be like, Cole's back, Cole's back. Like, Jermaine, Cole, he's back.
He's back.
Like, I have already seen it a decade in the making.
Yeah.
What if he
especially
just
because,
turns
like-
pro in Africa, bro? Just go, I mean,
He is,
obviously,
but
no, like
how many years is he gonna
like
do? You know
how
what I mean?
like what if he just becomes a vet out there, bro?
The game is weird because y'all remember I remember the day Jay dropped the Black Album and was like, this is my last piece of work, and I was like, no way, absolutely not, he's gonna come back.
You can't leave the
You
game.
want to
bro.
compare the moment? Logic's exiting had nowhere near the impact.
Yeah.
Jay-Z exiting.
Yeah. When Jay-Z
Had.
exit, everyone's like, damn.
They're like, damn.
And Lil Wayne's just like, every rapper was talking about the best rapper retiring, and even Wayne was like, best rapper alive is the best rapper retired. You know what I mean? Like, That was some shit. That sent waves, and then Blueprint 3 came out. That was a hard time.
See, that's what's crazy though, man. It's like,
It's weird, like how you.
how
they have to
can
announce that
Cole
shit.
talk about retiring when Kendrick has never hinted at it?
Some
Kendrick might have
some
retired.
people don't do
I
it.
know. Oh my god,
Yeah,
what if
no,
Kendrick
no.
never released an album again? That'd be so fucked.
I was gonna say some people do it that way, and then maybe later in the future, it's like, hey, yo, I just can't make music anymore.
I just don't want to do it.
Yeah. Rather than
I would be so.
how do you? I think
fucking
I'd rather have
devastated
it like
if
J
Damn was
Cole
the
way,
last
bro.
album.
He has an album though, right? Like what? He detoxes us.
I don't know.
He should just drop detox.
I don't fucking know.
He just leaks it.
He should He should just be like, yo, this is my
detox.
detox.
This is
Anyways, let's.
I guarantee if Dre would have passed, Kendrick would have done that. He would have made an album.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm not saying I need something tragic like that to happen, but I guarantee that would have sparked Kendrick to be like, yo,
Like, in his meditation, fucking
Detox.
Sifu outfit. Anyways, bro,
Amari,
You talking-
chorus is so catchy, bro.
dude, I know.
That's my
Plotting my
favorite.
escape. This game, right a nigga's faith. Got a couple M's hiding in the safe. Imagination turned a Honda
in
to
a
a rape. Dude, he fucking killed this shit. Like, people are saying,
Doing
that's one of
80
the things
on the
people are
interstate.
complaining
Gotta
about
make it
somehow
flat
is that
for
the
my
fucking
class,
choruses are boring. I'm like, bro, I couldn't write this fucking chorus. Country nigga never seen a passport till I popped off and got a bag for it. Now I'm at the gotta sit in half court, watching Junior catch it off the backboard. Like,
he just
that
threw
shit
it
is
off.
crazy.
Still never seen nothing except for fucking triple beam jumping. That
Like,
shit is
Crumpin',
fucking
it
hard, bro.
reminds me of fucking something.
When's the last time you heard the word crumping?
Good
Something
dope,
hard.
leave a fiend crumpet. When I heard that
Right,
bar for the
leave-
first time,
leave
I was
a
just
fiend
imagining a fucking crackhead just tweaking. Bro.
I just thought
I love
fucked
that.
up.
I love that. Me and you just thought about that because I was just like thinking
God,
about
bro.
fucking
I just
thought
tweaker
about
just
Chris
like
Brown.
crumping, bro.
Bro,
And run it
Stomp
in
the
the Run It
yard.
music video.
In Stomp the Yard.
Yo,
Oh
I'm not.
my
Did we talk
God.
about this last episode
Huh.
about fucking Stomp the Yard?
I don't know.
And I was how
Love that
upset I
movie.
was that Chris Brown died in
Just
the
got
first like 5
popped.
minutes.
I did hear it. I do remember
It
you saying
sounds
something.
something, and I was like, "Yo, you ought to kill Chris." Then you
This
have
was before
Neo.
all the drama, before when Chris Brown was like 18 too.
Neo's out there fucking. Well, Chris Brown was like, when he came out, everyone's like, "This is the next Michael Jackson."
This is the next.
100%.
And then he turned out being too hood.
Yeah.
Straight up, they're like, we can't control him. He's too hood.
Yeah. He didn't have that dad beating his ass over and over and over.
Yeah, he's crazy.
What was it? His
man.
second verse though on Amari.
Dude.
He starts it off. How's he start it off? That shit.
My favorite part of Amari is he's like when he says, "Kill him on a song, walk up out the booth through the Westbrook, rock a baby."
That
I
shit
never
is-
fall out with the bro. Hate when your family turn into foe. He's a fool, dude.
Bro, that whole second verse, and then he ends it with, "Now my side seat is the throne."
Yeah.
Plotting my escape, man. Yeah,
What is
that song is
the
probably my favorite right now to bump
Really?
in my car.
It just, bro, it just,
in my
it
car,
goes
yeah,
hard.
It just goes hard in my car right now, bro. Besides, I mean, we'll get to it, but I mean, my fucking favorite song is "Pride is the Devil."
I
Did
like.
you guys watch the video for Amari though?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. So, let's appreciate Mez's work. So
If you guys didn't
if
know.
you, if for the listeners, and also, I was already talking to Jeff about this, but do you know?
Nope.
Okay, so Mez, do you remember the verse though?
videographer, right?
Yeah, do you remember the video though, or the
Costa
verse
Rica.
on or Costa Rica? Yeah, on Revenge of the Dreamers when
Yeah.
he's like, he's got me tied like Arthur's fist and shit, like I'm not an arsonist and shit. That's who did the video.
Really?
Yeah, that's Mez. He's fucking tight,
That's dope.
and he did the video for Middle Child, and he does all
He's
of
just hella
and
fire
he does
with the
all of his own music
camera
videos.
and shit too.
Everything.
Bro, he's crazy. Like he's
Yeah,
fucking
that video was nuts.
bro, he's nice with it. So like, I just want to appreciate to everyone who doesn't know him. Absolutely has to go listen to fucking Mez. He runs his clothing company, Airs. He wrote 14 out of the 16 songs on Compton with Dr. Dre. And when I was younger, I used to listen to King Mez. But his sound was a little different, and he disappeared for a little bit. Looked into some of his like life backstory, and like he ended up having to take care of his younger brother. His mother passed when he was like really young.
Yeah.
So he ended up taking care of his brother through his 20s. Stayed super artistic. He's like the definition of just like a true creative body.
Yeah.
He was like in the writing sessions for Pablo. Like he
Damn.
is just all over the place, and his energy is so dope. So I see why Cole messed with him, because like in his interview they were like, oh, how do you feel about like not being able to finalize the placement on Life Pablo? He was like, dude, I mean, I don't even care, man. It's just crazy that I was there. Like that's just it's dope. He was like, I was just trying to absorb the vibes, like.
Which it was.
And
Those
like
were vibes.
how
Yeah, I wouldn't even give a fuck.
just what I mean, like what a good way to do it,
be
man. Like exactly, we out here, man. Like
Got a fucking drip on or
uh,
Yeah, I got the drip on already.
and let me try to find him. He runs his clothing company, Airs, too. That's why he says like, you fucking with Mez, you fucking with Airs,
Baby.
baby. Had to bust down on it, baby.
Yeah, that shit makes sense now.
Exactly. Like I just thought it was tight. I was like, oh yeah, that's tight. Like Airs, like yeah, you know.
But
But-
that's guap on that hook, huh?
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
so he
God,
does these
God.
like freestyle raps where he be just building those like Gundam fucking sets, but he goes on them.
Any jobs that my mom's had, and the object was to protect us from crack like outer boxes and the projects. But I did end up with this ghetto.
Let me see, is that him?
And the violence. When a chopper spit next to you
Is that
is
him?
liver.
Yeah.
There's some IMAX. Soon as niggas get a chance, they move that Katie Stephanie. Trying to be that nigga, hardened up dark like Wesley. You push the range and feel euphoria for your ecstasy, but prison only one kid.
Dude, he honestly
Yo.
chops.
Yeah. I'm
When that Kate Stephanie-
Bro, he was like cutting some shit too. He's doing arts and crafts.
He's doing Gundams.
Nigga about the Rona. I said, what you thunk? He locked up. He said, he ain't been outside in like 2 months anyway. Today, the infant niggas know it's not just any day. Don't box with me. I magic with the ones, the pennyway. Know that I be awarded for my vision the anyway. Then I'm coming to America, Hakeem the semi-way. Life gave me lemons. I guess my BMW the lemonade. Next is a Range Rover yellow since we doing the lemon thing. But raw since a lemon day. And I knew there would come a day I would enter the coma, take get these bitch niggas done away.
He has the old like PS2 PlayStation shirt on.
Yo.
He said, I knew there would come a day I would enter
was
the
bars.
Kumite.
That was fucking strapped.
I'm a
with
one.
it.
For you, they won't find the rest of you. Real shit. Niggas like every 24 hours since they hit the boy, we tweeting RIP and still see his Insta story. Let me switch the subject before we get too gory. I be trying to lead with love, to be honest, but rap niggas. Fuck with me how? Waiting for beef to come around like Fogo the Child. Niggas, you should leave it to us.
What? With the Fogo the
I went
Child,
Fogo
bro?
the
What
Child. I
the
went
fuck?
Fogo the Child, bro.
Tech companies
That shit
moving
was
and
hard.
buying the neighborhoods, my memories.
What? What's he doing with the Fogo
Okay,
the
let's keep
Child bar?
going. Let's keep this going.
Yeah. Anyways, ooh, Jag, amazing beat. This beat is Good Night by Nathaniel Craig.
Hey.
Boy, shout out Cinco. So, yeah, if anybody wants to know, all the beats that we play during the show are straight from our Spotify playlist, our Soundsponge Lo-Fi and Boom Bap Beats playlist. We use it for the show, and if you join the Discord, you can actually get your beats on the show as well. So that's just a quick little, plug for you. For us.
For us. You plugging us,
you already
honestly,
know.
with some cool chill
But
beats so we could talk our
Let's
shit.
get
to.
back to this, man. I just wanted to show a little bit of Mez, though, for anyone who hasn't heard. Like, dude, I think he's incredible, dude. I think he should be signed to Dreamville. But he did this video, and this video is crazy, man. I love it. Like, a lot of really clean scene work, a lot of really beautiful tones. I really love. It's kind of chaotic, but it's not at the same time.
It's just because it's still on J. Cole the whole
Yeah,
time.
the
so it's
remote
sick.
control helicopter, and the kid trying to save J. Cole from falling into like the river or the ocean. I'm assuming, which would represent like life's temptations or like death.
While he's still moving the helicopter.
Yeah, that shit is so crazy.
Oh
dude.
yeah,
Like,
that I forgot. I didn't
the
really
kid
like
at the
when
end,
I was watching
and
that.
then it ends,
I
and
didn't
then
even
it's
think
like
about the scene. I was just like listening to the music. I was
it's
like,
like don't let go of your inner child or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, never.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. So
yeah, dude.
That's
I
probably the most
remember-
powerful. Like, well, I did not mean that
I
to be
forget
that
about
punny,
that.
but that on Power, when Kanye said that, it's like I'm fighting for my inner child, they're trying to take custody, or like some of that. I was like, that's probably one of the most powerful things that Kanye's ever said.
Yeah.
yeah, so true, man. I love.
Never let your
So-
inner child die, man.
Moving on, my life with 21 and Moray.
Before you knew there's 21 though, because he rolled it out without showing you the features.
I know, I did. I really
love that.
I love the 21 feature, dude.
I love not knowing and hearing, like all of a
Yeah,
sudden
and
hearing that.
it-
I was like,
yeah,
shit.
I like that. That that surprise almost.
I will say the hook was kind of corny.
My pen, my pad. I done made it out to struggle. Don't judge me.
But
Whatever you
I
say
get it's
won't
not-
budge me.
I guess
Yeah,
it's
whatever
not
you
to-
say won't budge me, Jeff.
It's not
Jeff.
supposed to be in the club.
Did I
but
just make it fucking hella corny?
Is that
Whatever you say won't budge.
is that Moray?
Yeah, that's Murray.
They put him. He was on
He
some.
sounded good.
He was on some like artist to watch list recently for 2021 and 2022,
I mean, he's got on.
and he's on the Cole album. So I mean, like,
Good for him.
yeah, good for him. I don't know much about him, but
I do
fucking
feel,
Moray.
Yeah, I felt like he saved the spot because he gave J. Cole a lot.
That was my least favorite song, actually.
Really, I like
I
it.
thought it was cool because it sounds like a really similar sample to a lot. It sounds like super similar. Oh shit! Before we move past Amari, actually, a video came out today because that's a Timberland beat, which is crazy because that doesn't sound like a Timberland beat. One,
So hard ass.
two. So J. Cole was like, "Oh, I'm not usually watching Twitch, but sometimes when I fucking,
Because Boss
when I get on
streams
YouTube,
on Twitch a lot.
that's dope." He's like, when I get on YouTube, though, sometimes I'll be watching replays of certain Twitches, and one of them is Timberland's, and he was like, I heard this beat, and I was like, oh, that's crazy. And he was like, I'm gonna hit him up. And he was like, nah, I need to chill. And he was like, if I hit him up and I don't finish a song, I don't want to do that to Tim, of all people. And he was like, so he wrote 90% of the song just watching the YouTube video and re-looping it, and being like, and he called him and was like, hey, he was, oh, hey, can I get that beat? Like, I
beat
love that. And
jumping.
then Tim was like, I didn't save that beat. And he was like, what? And so he had to remake it, but he pretty much remade it for like almost to a T. And he wrote most of the song without even like finalizing
Damn, I didn't
the
save
deal.
it, fool. My bad.
Yeah, he was like, shit, I didn't save that, man. So he remade it for him, but that's ended up essentially how they made the song.
a
like,
throwaway.
tight. Yeah.
That is tight, actually. That's a cool story.
Yeah.
These are reps, man. You gotta get reps in.
Yeah,
Damn,
it's
imagine
fucking tight.
it being like, bro, I have the video of you on Twitch, bro. Just make it from
This
there.
beat is so tight though. How do you throw this away? You're like,
Cause you're Timbo.
yeah,
Because you're Timbo. Yeah, literally.
that's so
Do
true.
you guys ever watch the Black?
But-
I'm
and
gonna
probably
listen to
'cause he didn't
Amari a
think it
million
sounded like
times
his
over,
beat.
and I'm gonna create that as my new golden standard for trash.
He didn't think it was a Timberland beat. That's probably why he didn't keep it.
He's like,
Black
this is so-
album.
That's so
you see him
true.
show him like the documentary when he showed Dirt Off Your Shoulders to Jay.
Oh, dude, yeah.
He's got that fucking. He's got that huge jug of water. He's just drinking it because that was swole Timbo.
He is swole. Or he's
Oh,
big.
man,
he's
he's
like
still
kind of
swole,
dad
yeah.
bod now,
Swole.
but
He was swole Timbo, and he was just like out of nowhere. That beat plays, and Jay's just like.
Jay's like, wait, hold up.
No, he just
What that?
He gets his face, and it's just like. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that this. He's like a sick
I
face.
think,
like, "Ooh."
I think Applying Pressure, track 3. I think this is my favorite, or this is a track 4. I think it's my favorite beat.
You want to talk about my life?
We did.
We would jump right back to.
All right, fine. Well, that's probably my least favorite song, actually,
It is
on
mine.
the whole album.
I
And it's
already
not,
said
and it's
that.
not necessarily bad, and I'm gonna sound like every J. Cole hater. It's just the most boring song. It's because the whole rest of the album goes, and it's not a bad
It is
song.
so boring, bro.
It's
I'm
not
sorry.
a bad song. Everything else is just so much more entertaining.
Bro, because I'm 21, just like,
Bro,
bro, it just sounds the same, bro. He's
Oh, yeah.
monotone.
No fly zone. Please
Monotone
get
as
the fuck out of
fuck.
MySpace.
Oh yeah.
Do my things when white they say. Now
I
no,
do-
It's on
that's what I
site
mean.
When I see you, I'm working at Squarespace.
He's-
That's.
Sounds so corny, but when he said it,
I'm working at Squirt.
but when he said it, you're like, okay.
It's funny.
Top of the morning, I know you thought I was dormant. You know, I was like, okay, he's going. He went in. He went in.
Top of the morning, I didn't even know what I was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I
Okay.
gotta re-listen. Play
no,
that part
he
real
goes in. I think he goes in. I think it's I
It
think
doesn't
it's
match
tight.
the song though. He should.
No, I think it's tight that the fucking beat sounds like a lot, but I think that's why it's boring at the same time. Cause like I liked Cole on a lot,
You like
so
21's verse?
I listened to it a lot.
It's alright.
I think 21's verse
It's-
is mad.
it's perfect.
It's mad entertaining.
Yeah.
So it feels like this song feels like a lot part 2.
It's so boring.
Really? You thought it was boring?
It reminds
this
me of
shit.
a lot part 2 in the sense that like I liked a lot, but I wasn't bumping it all the time. And so that's what I mean. It's at the bottom of the bucket of this album. Is that a bad thing?
No.
That's what I mean. It's like, is it a bad thing when they're like, yeah, you want an all-star team, and you know, like for instance, if you're the 5th best player on when the Lakers
We don't
were the
participate
best.
with that shit. Watch this shit. All we believe in is homicide. I gotta go her so and the teddy bears every time we make the mamas cry.
Yeah, I thought I was
I
like,
pray that my
okay.
past ain't ahead of me. 21. When I'm in love, I love heavily. On God. If
On
I, if you betray me, you dead to me. 21.
Shout out
Shout out to,
shout out
I just-
to Amber Rose.
This is my fucking best favorite bar. Actually, I disrespect you respectfully, straight up.
Straight up, straight
That
up.
shit. I disrespect you respectfully, straight up.
Okay, but
Fucking.
Yeah, I mean, even
but that's like his little bro. So like, it's tight that he put him on there. Shout out 21 trying his fucking hardest for a J. Cole feature
Yeah.
though.
not to mention, like,
Like I just see him in the studio mad stoked being like, I disrespect you respectfully.
yeah,
And he's like,
I disrespect you
and he's
respectfully.
like, you like that Cole? And he's like, it's cool, man.
You want my money or want to have sex with me?
Yo, he said, like, even like another corny one was like, yo, when I'm done with these songs, you're gonna miss me. John Moran, I'm on my Grizzly. Nigga, just Cubs, but no, not the ones in the big leagues. I was like,
No, okay, bro.
It was
no,
corny
this
before he said that.
21 verse is not it, bro. He said,
What?
I see chicken, you ninjas is breast to me. Planted a seed, but it ain't a sesame.
That was the love you said.
What do you mean? Planted a seed, but it ain't a sesame.
But it's so funny.
Okay, I guess it's like two.
It's like on some 2
Chainz,
Chainz
bro.
shit.
Like,
It
"This
is,
girl next
bro.
to me. Can't let you read his name."
I guess 21 does that. Maybe I'm just tired because I listen to 21 heavily. Maybe I'm just tired of it.
But he disrespects you respectfully.
I'm sorry, 21. I
Straight up.
disrespected you respectfully.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Straight up.
I disrespect you respectfully.
Because 21 is my favorite number too.
Oh, God.
Shout out 21 Savage, bro.
Oh God.
20, October
21.
21 is my birthday.
It's a knife.
You feel me? I planted a seed, but it is sesame.
He's
Bro, he did It's an album.
No one's telling me
man's
that
a
shit
legend
is hard.
just for that.
Compared to all the other songs, though, man. Like, let's move on. The next song is way
it's better
harder.
than Interlude.
Applying pressure is my shit.
Yes, that shit
This
is so
beat
hard.
is so fucking hard, bro. This beat is so hard. Oh my god.
Straight
I really
New
don't-
York
Really
fucking-
don't want to get a fucking
Straight hip hop fucking vibes.
Really don't want to get a fucking strike.
You gonna play
Applying pressure.
shit
Started my
crazy.
grind with crime festers. Now it's
Can we
showing
just-
like they ain't.
I can't.
Check,
I
because
can't
most
play
have
it.
to.
Can't play it through the Bluetooth because I don't want it to be too clear because they'll.
Instead
flag
of
the
capping,
fuck
why
out
don't you
of us.
rap by being a broke rapper?
Yeah, that was the shit, dude. That had like that 1985 energy, but a little more lyrical. I really fucking like. Honestly, all of these songs
You whipping nice as fuck,
could
but you
only
stress to
be
pay the
better
bills.
if they were in the Revenge of the Dreamers album because all of these songs could do a feature, and not because they need one, but like they're so easy to jump on. Like
That's true.
JID will murder this entire fucking album,
He only did a verse.
He should have
I was
had
hoping for
he
more
should have
for
had a
Applying
fucking
Pressure.
feature from him on this.
dude. I know.
He talked for like the last half of the song. But he did drop the dopest bar on there.
Which one? The one.
Yeah, so this is my favorite. So okay, this is in the realm of exactly what we've been talking about. This is all cadence because if on paper it's whack, but this is my favorite bar of the whole thing because it really hit the nerd fucking spot for me too. When he said, that was me in 08, seeing okay,
Yeah.
not even on dates. I celebrated my birth, just did the mental math and calculated my worth. Shit crazy, I didn't know I got more M's than a real Slim Shady video. Big boss, less Rick Ross, more like a wavy Hideo Kojima. They toast steamers around the way we tippy toe. Fucking Big Boss is Snake in Metal Gear Solid. That's so
Damn.
fucking tough.
And
Yeah.
they
And
tippy
Hideo
toe.
Kojima is the fucking
the-
creator of Metal Gear
is the
Solid,
direct
and you do
creator.
so much tiptoeing in my motherfucking game.
Metal
Yeah,
Gear
you do
Solid.
be tiptoeing.
Like,
I remember.
that's a nerdy ass
tiptoeing.
fucking reference. But
But
the
it
way
hit.
that he fucking switched it, where he was like Big Boss, less Rick Ross, more like a wavy Hideo Kojima. They toast steamers around the way we tippy toe. Like how could like
Brown
it's
crack
crazy
vibes
how
and
people say that he
cold-blooded
can't
kills,
write because
no
I'm like, bro,
reptiles.
I've heard some Metal Gear bars before. Lupe loves Metal Gear.
Yeah.
I've heard some fucking nerdy rappers who love games who spit fire say Metal Gear bars, but that's actually probably my favorite fucking bar because he didn't just go as simple as Metal Gear, and not everyone knows
Big
Hideo
Boss.
Kojima.
No one would've known.
Like, and also Big Boss is a completely different reference too because there are multiple fucking snakes. Big Boss is one of a
hits.
huge plethora of fucking characters.
Snakes.
Like, obviously the central piece to the fucking
And then you
storyline,
had-
essentially, if you played all the way to 5.
Brown crack vials and cold blood killers, no reptiles. And so he ended that. I was like, yo, he just tied that whole shit together.
Like, yeah, snake.
No snake.
No reptiles. Snakes.
Sheesh.
Like, that shit's really
we
fucking
we
crazy.
dissecting shit. Shout out Genius.
Like,
You feel me?
No, when I first heard it, I had to run that back. I knew exactly what he said.
Yeah, because the first thing I heard him say Hideo and then Kojima. I was like, Hideo Kojima?
Well, what do you mean?
The fuck you talking about Hideo Kojima for?
Run it back. Run it back.
The fuck?
And when I heard it, I was like, yo.
Yeah, he couldn't slip in a Death Stranding bar, but that would have been pretty hard to do.
I haven't played Death Stranding.
It's essentially Amazon Prime delivery simulator.
So boring.
Is it that boring?
It's supposed
So
to have some
boring.
fucking deeper meaning to it.
Because you're
So
carrying around a baby, right?
I don't know I don't know the vibes, bro.
Yo, there's some.
I'm just kidding. I don't want to disrespect people. I do know some homies that fucking love that game.
Okay. All right.
Like
Like
that,
they play that game a
that
lot.
love that say it's
How,
a
bro?
masterpiece. But Hideo Kojima on the hidden shit. He tiptoeing with the morals.
He just knows.
He knows, bro.
Yeah, I might have to look that up.
Like, I don't got time to play that type of shit. A game that takes me like 30 hours to have
But-
like that
Yeah.
moment.
But you know what I came for? Next song, man. You know what I came for?
You know what I came for, baby.
A lot of NBA
Ain't nothing I want more.
NBA lyrics on this album.
Yeah, Punching the Clock was chill.
Got the Dame, so you start out with the Dame, the Damian Lillard interview after he just dropped fucking, was it 60?
Yeah, after the game before, he missed a free throw to tie up the game.
Yeah, and he just went spaz on
He
the
was
next
like,
game. He was like, you know
"Fuck
what we're here
all
for?
of you."
Yeah,
What I'm here for.
basically. Like, fuck you guys.
He literally even said, he was like, put some respect on my name in the middle of it, like at the
I
near the
do
end of the
remember
game.
that.
And I was like, yo, this
Put some
man.
respect on my fucking name.
And yo, he was, I'm a biggest Blazer fan, but we had some bums last season.
I think this song is impressive from a continuation lyrical point.
Bro,
I think this is
he
the
keeps the same
rhyme scheme.
consonants
Yeah.
or consonant.
Yeah, yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
Or
No, yeah,
whatever.
I
forgot what it
with
is.
the fucking branded me, handed me, apprehended me,
Man,
amongst family,
don't
somebody
even-
randomly squeezed me, handed me.
Bull
Dude,
shooting
man,
through
he like-
leaves and probably kill somebody randomly.
And
Like,
it's tight.
I like it. I liked it. It worked for
Yo,
him.
one bar that I feel like I haven't heard, so correct me, but when he said, told him to come off his chain for trying to floss, died over a cross just like the start of Christianity. Has anyone said anything similar to that?
No,
the
it's hard.
cross? No.
I mean, maybe, probably,
Maybe.
somewhere, but like,
something about putting
Yeah.
you
It was
on
done
a cross
well.
like Jesus. I think that's probably the
I
closest.
really don't like the.
You don't like
fucking
the
can't let
flow?
the fame scare me off from speaking candidly. All the niggas is so cane they started singing like Danity.
Yo,
Like-
but the puff thing in the neck, I didn't put that until like a few days ago. Because Daddy Kane was a puff.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. It was my least favorite lyrically, but I still like the
I
song
wonder
because
if
I love
he
the
knows
beat.
something, bro. That Puff probably did because he's a billion. He's probably.
You
moving
don't,
with
you
them.
didn't hear the story?
No.
Kendrick. It was after Kendrick said that like I'm the king of New York shit on the song, and Puff was faded as fuck at the awards show and fucking tried to throw this fucking drink on Kendrick and
Why didn't it-
throw some shit, and fucking J. Cole threw hands
That
to,
shit is
to
a
fucking
movie,
protect
though.
Kendrick.
Think about
Really?
that.
Yeah.
J. Cole and fucking Kendrick Lamar sitting at a table. Jay-Z, Beyonce sitting at a table watching fucking Drake perform On Me. Think about that. And Diddy's just like, yo, fuck
Hey nigga, you
you
think you the king of New
yeah,
York?
fuck you, Kendrick. And Kendrick's, you know, he's not the biggest
Faded.
guy. Kendrick's not the biggest guy.
Kendrick's like 5.
and so they
7.
get
He's like
into
no,
it.
yeah, he's like 5'5", bro, 5'6".
Diddy tries to be like, try to spill a drink. I guarantee Cole was like, no, fuck that. You know
He
what
probably
I mean?
almost tried to spill it on J. Cole too on accident.
Yo,
And he's
Fuck
like,
this
get the
young
fuck
niggas.
out of here, boy. Beep, beep, beep.
and you know J. Cole tall, so
He's like 6'4".
yeah, he gets up.
But so
Yo,
is
what the
Diddy's
fuck?
not short though.
He's not tall though.
He's 6 foot.
I think Diddy's like 6 something though.
He's 6 foot.
But
But he got them hands.
he got them hands. They put the hands on him. They put the paws on him.
Oh, Diddy's 5'10".
Oh.
See?
Well, that's what fucking Google says. I don't.
Can't stop.
I like
Can't stop. Won't stop.
And he's old, so he's probably shorter now.
Yeah, that nigga Tom Cruise was like, I'm not as short as Google says.
right.
Yeah, he is.
Google has him at 5'4". I'm short. Yo,
So funny.
100 mil.
I hated this song at first.
Really?
I
Hated it.
actually didn't like it as much as I did like now because I know they're like the message like.
But
How come a nigga ain't in his prime? Still getting better after all this time.
That shit is hard. That shit
I was
is
like,
hard.
yo, is this what he was about to get into on Still Tippin'?
But
That's
when
how
he keeps
tight it
saying
is.
100 mil, I'm still on the grind. It's just like, bro, I feel like J. Cole does not rap about just like all of this money, and I'm still, I guess, like he's still on the grind, yeah.
Yeah, dude, but now
But he's just flossing on. I guess what
I
else
love
is there
that
to
shit
do
now.
besides start flossing on?
it's probably my favorite hook. I don't know why. On this whole album, this is probably my favorite hook.
100 million.
I hated it.
I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like on paper, like you said, and this is why I'm getting into like, I know we're really on that dissection shit right now, where it's like, obviously I enjoy most of this album, but I have to be hypercritical. You know, the parts where it's like,
I have to be hyper.
this game is like follow the leader. If you if you looking closely enough, you'll see that I led.
I see that I led.
Like that's on some shit. Like I hate to be like Anthony Fantano status and be like, come on, bro. But like, come on, bro. This game is like follow the leader. If you looking closely enough, then you'll see that I led. Like, fuck, man.
I'm gonna rain until FEMA show up. Yeah, I don't know what you mean. Like, but
That's
EJ
hard though, Katrina.
Yeah,
Come on, just for the South.
yeah.
Katrina's fucked up. You ever looked at the story of the
Yeah,
Charity
Katrina.
Hospital?
Yeah, Katrina was
Sir.
fucked up.
You have?
Yeah.
Have you looked at the story of Charity Hospital? Look up the photography and look at the story of Charity Hospital, especially as how FEMA actually was willing to save it and the governor essentially fucked it over. Now the new hospital that quote unquote replaced it is further from people in the hood, is further from families that need it. It doesn't have a birthing center. It has way less bed rest, and it's quote unquote nicer. But and they were stranded in there for 5 fucking days with the first few floors flooded, the power generators flooded, people eating food from cans and stuff, patients dying. Literally the first floor that flooded had the morgue on it and there were bodies floating in the water and employees had to like slide them to the side and shit, and like we're stranded in there like for days.
They couldn't do anything.
They
though,
couldn't
'cause
do
of
anything, and then eventually the critical condition people who they could save, employees who were able-bodied enough, would have to row them to the nearby buildings and then climb them up nearby buildings to rooftops so helicopters could helicopter them out of the
Damn.
Katrina fucking emergency zone. And all of that battle just for the fucking whole infrastructure for the state to turn tail on it, essentially, and be like, you know what? We're not willing to actually fucking save it. And so gang of people lost their jobs.
Damn.
It's harder to get to the new hospital. Like it's a fucking mess for it. Like Katrina has tons of tragic stories.
We made that,
But that's one of the
hurricane
worst
with
ones,
our weather
dude.
machine too.
Dude, fucking harp.
Hard, bro.
Fucking harp.
That'd be
Yeah,
wild
that's
though
crazy.
if we did make.
I would hope not. Jesus Christ.
Shed some
I mean,
fucking-
Jesus
Jesus.
Beist.
Literally.
Cheese and rice is what I was
Cheese
told.
and rice.
Cheese
Yeah, I
and
like that.
rice.
I like that. 100 mil though.
One of his, still on the
100.
good.
I really like all the
Right.
Boz's efforts, man. Shoot.
Yo, I'm telling y'all, sleeping on boss.
Shout out to the some homies who also were like, I don't know. I remember once upon a time, but we haven't brought the section about around for a while. But once upon a time, someone was like, are you sure you want to call a section of the show Rap Rushmore? And we haven't done that in a little bit. But he says, I come from a city most niggas ain't heard of until they popped in my first CD. Now look, I'm on that Mount Rushmore. You niggas can't front no more, bitch. I'm a reign until FEMA show up. But see, Rap Rushmore, it's around. People be saying it.
It's a real thing.
Rap Rushmore, baby.
Yo, when he said E and J fell in my cup, I'm like, when's the last time you just drank E and J?
That is some broke nigga shit.
I haven't sipped E and J in 15 years.
I don't enjoy E&J one bit.
Maybe he likes some E&J. He keeps them stashed.
So if we're keeping it critical, moving on to the next track, bro. So something people have been talking about is the mixing on the album. People think it's subpar, and that's crazy because you look at the fucking credits and you're like, I mean, would these people really?
Fuck up.
Are these people fucking up? So is it like,
On a Cole
is this
album?
real or is this actually people just looking for something? But I mean, like, enough people have mentioned, like, for instance, that they think that the mix on this song specifically is a little off. I am fine with it, but then again,
What are
I
they saying is
make
off?
really grimy shit in general, so I'm not the best fucking.
What's off about it?
Shit, nigga, I don't
On
know.
this
People-
next song,
people
are
bitch
you,
about
are
all
you
kinds of-
referring? Are you referring specifically to this next song?
Yeah,
or-
probably.
Yeah,
Devil.
and like it is kind of like I'm listening more from a rapper's perspective, and see the homie Mahmood is saying, yeah, the Cole album mixing was whack. I think it doesn't sound. I think it comes down to like the cohesiveness. But maybe one reason I am not nitpicking on that level is because I'm treating this album like a mixtape because of I'm
It's
I'm
like the
tying
off
it.
season, bro. You have to think of it like the off season.
Yeah.
He's showing
And
his
that's
reps.
what the homie Mamet just said is exactly that's the one thing I did notice is exactly what he said. The samples are low compared to the drums. I did recognize that some of the drums, specifically like the hats, are kind of loud on the album. But I've been listening to the album from a very
I don't
mixtape
have a
perspective.
mixing ear.
I've been listening to it from a very mixtape perspective, and I've been like, this is like the warm up. This is like
the card sounds fucking crisp, but okay, I might be off.
it. I think it's easier to get away with it when the songs bang.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
When like they're kind of just like hard banger songs.
I mean, if you guys didn't watch Friday Night or listen, do you guys listen
Friday
to
Night Lights.
or the warm up? Like
Yeah, of course.
people,
And that's where like
that's where you get your reps in, right? You don't. This is practice, right?
But I get it though. Like, I mean, I guess Kendrick did Untitled Unmastered, but there is no reason why they couldn't have been mixed to like a pristine level.
I do think it's crazy that like it brought up all these off-season stories. One thing we haven't talked about. Have you seen all this like random ass shit that like some ball players have been like did back in the day?
No, it's tight though.
Sean Kemp, his rookies, it was either his rookie or sophomore season. He was only getting like 16 minutes per game, so we fucking after games would go and run at parks in Seattle, just do runs.
Damn.
And like they had to like stop his shit because people were watching this all the time, and they were like, "This is too much of a liability. You're fucking $1 million, you know." you're a $1
Yeah,
million
if
player."
someone were to do
And then
anything.
and like you have to stop that shit. But that's how much he loved hoop. And don't get me wrong, his career went to a tail end. He came to the Blazers, this huge coke addict, super out of shape. But besides that, that's gonna be great when you all see the Jailblazers. If Sean Kemp's little situation here isn't part of that, I'm pissed.
Go Dunker Camp. That's what Mahmoud just said.
Fuck with him.
Shout out, Mr. Kemp, dog. Besides that, though, Pride is the Devil is fucking fire from a writing standpoint. I don't know how people are saying that they're like, oh, I don't know. I think it's a similar thing with all of Cole albums. People are always like, the choruses are fucking corny, and then a year later, people are like, oh my god, classic.
It's like Kevin's
Like people
Hart.
said that with Kevin's Heart.
Yeah.
That's a
See,
fucking
no,
cut.
no, don't-
That's like that like makes you feel like, damn, bro, I'm not being a good enough husband.
Yeah.
Like,
And he got Kevin Hart to be in the fucking music video. Damn it.
and like the first part of Pride of the Devil is like, yeah, not like that crazy. Just like Pride is the Devil. Like I get it. Some people are like, oh, like the name of the
He
song
went to a
is the
singing
chorus.
Cole.
Yeah, but when he hits in the Devil, paranoid, I put you over everything to fill the void. Like he killed
when
that,
you're
bro.
gone, will I have anything? Or will
Will
I be destroyed?
destroyed?
That
He's
shit
a
hits
fool.
hard though. I like it. I
He's
like
a
that. I like that
fool.
part.
If he
It's
would have
catchy.
sung Power
It's
Trip,
catchy.
I would have think it would have been a better song.
Dude, I fucking just love. So, people are bringing up, like, I don't know, for some reason, Conway versus Cole. For some reason, two completely different types of lyricists. Conway is a better lyricist in the sense that he is barring the fuck out all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
In that sense, yeah.
in that sense, yes. But he's not touching your heart, making you be like, damn, man, my fucking children.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, when I listen to this
maybe you
shit,
grip your children out of fear.
He's not
Like,
making yeah.
right? I'm never letting you walk
I'm
the
never
streets
letting you
ever
out, yo.
again.
He's never made you rethink like the whole system with brackets.
Exactly, but like I love like, you know, when Cole's like, pride be the reason for the family dichotomy. Got uncles and some aunties that's too proud to give apologies. Like, that's just like fucking life, dog.
No, that
Slowly
I love this song.
realizing that
So many
what
good
the root of
examples.
all my problems be. It got me feeling different when somebody say they're proud of me. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, don't,
Nope, you're not proud of me.
nigga, don't.
I've done some bad things. No.
Yeah.
One of the 7
you
deadly
find that?
sins, pride.
Can you find that little clip of J. Cole singing Power Trip?
I might get fucking struck for that.
Really?
They might strike us for that, yeah.
This is just a YouTube thing, right?
But it's like such a main song though,
Okay.
because they still have the music. So maybe we should avoid that one. Because for
Alright.
those who don't know, our last episode was taken down abruptly. Fucking YouTube.
Fuck, internet. I
I'm
have
so
a problem
sorry.
with you.
So sorry.
I really like the transition on this song.
Yeah,
For
his little
For
bridge,
baby,
like,
oh my!
the
Especially
bridge.
not knowing Lil
what it is?
Baby's on this song, bro.
yeah. My first heard when
That
when Baby
was-
came on, I was like, oh,
Oh shit! Man, find him on a regular. I have pay Sally bands that have sex on nuts. Yeah,
Yeah, it is a funny verse when you read it.
something not seeing. Like, what's next?
What does it say? I'm gonna boss my closet leather. He's a fool. Your closet is leather. That sounds nice. The fuck? I thought about that the second time I heard the
Yeah.
song. I was like, your whole
My closet leather.
I was like the whole thing. I was like, that's nice.
That's
I was like, ain't no off days on my schedule. Live as long,
He just bar.
long as I live, we live forever.
Lil Baby has bars, bro.
I'm assuming every time he says twin, he's talking about
His homies.
no, but I'm assuming that he's talking about who's the little short?
42 Doug.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm assuming that's like his main, right? Or Gunna. That's
Gunna and Young Thug though. I feel like.
I
too.
know. Yeah, exactly. I really like Lil Baby. I think it was a good look on J. Cole putting him on here because I think a lot of people don't think like, oh, Lil Baby just raps his ass off, but I mean like, he kind of does.
He does all the time,
He
bro.
said, "All my pride gone, had to lose it all. Then I got rich. I own 5 homes. Glad some of this shit starting to make sense. I'm staying hella focused, and I can't forget the bigger picture. I can't even hold you. I didn't have shit. Won't forget it. Like
he
like
spits
he has
shit.
like people love to
He
call
has
him
slow
a
songs too,
bro.
bro.
People love to fucking call him a quote unquote mumble rapper, but like he's from the South. Like that's literally how he talks. Like
Speaks fast.
listen to Anthony Edwards.
Talks fast, bro.
Listen to Anthony Edwards, and he talks just like the Lil Baby.
He
Fucking
does.
tight.
In interviews.
It's fucking tight. He be like, hey, shawty, where you get your accent? He like, I like
Yo.
he be like, I like your accent. How'd I get that? And he be like, what? Like who asked
I
that?
like your accent.
I like your accent. Where you get that? Where you get that? My fucking house. Where my fucking country, bro.
I don't know. I would
when
never
that
consider him
reporter-
a mumble rapper, Lil Baby.
Some people like to, cause he just raps on trap shit.
I don't know about all that.
It's mostly just a quiet rapper.
Like if J.
everything
Cole
on paper,
if J. Cole
is
rapped
fire.
it though, Will I Be Destroyed? Come to me with everything starting to get annoying. I'm addicted. Okay,
I'm
maybe
addicted
not.
to
Maybe not that
magazine.
part.
It's starting to get-
Maybe
this is
that
crazy.
part-
Yeah, I know it.
Okay, that part actually took me by surprise because most of the time he's actually not going that far.
I'm
I was
addicted to
like- I was like,
magazine. It's
damn.
crazy. Yeah, I know.
Okay, shit.
Oh,
You out
what?
here. But actually, I think it was perfect for this song, Pride is the Devil. Just talking about sins and shit and vices.
Yeah.
And then we move in. My personal favorite song is fucking Let Go My Hand. That's my favorite song, bro.
It was really.
It was just very heartfelt. This was it was exactly what I expected. And Boz killed it. I actually don't even know where Black is on the album.
Is that
Or
Boz?
on the song. Yeah, the singing. It's
Oh,
crazy.
So, no. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
The little singing.
I fucking where is that that's Black?
Oh, he's yeah.
Black.
Soldier song marching on. Yeah, I think that was him. Wanna see home if I die? Yeah, I think that's him.
Yeah.
He sings that exact piece. I think.
That's crazy.
4 lines. If you play, fuck, we can't play.
No, it just like it's very
My favorite part is Boss.
it's very quiet for it's too quiet for me to tell because I've never heard Black really sing like that. So
turned out just fine.
I actually just
The
assumed
beat
everything
drops.
was Boz.
I
Yeah,
totally forgot Black had his song with Cole too.
I really fucking love this track though. I don't know, it's like a really humble energy. You know, he's like, I dibble dabble in a few religions. My homie constantly telling me about Quran, putting me on. I read a few pages and recognize the wisdom in it, but I ain't got the discipline for sticking with it. Like I fucking just like
Transparency.
the transparency and the flow on this.
Always
It's so
real with Cole.
this
I'm
shit.
on the way to
He's
London.
like the realest rapper, bro.
This shit is on
He's
some
like one of the
conversational
realest
shit.
motherfuckers on this planet.
This shit reminds me of like some common shit though, and I really fucking like that. Like, it's just rare that music makes me fucking shed a tear, where like and like not like bawling, but where I'm like, damn, that's so fucking like that's a moment. When he's like, now I'm on the way to London, got a show for 7 digits. I'm wondering when did I become my biggest critic? I want to be my biggest fan, like how I did when ain't nobody know my jams. Today my son dad said, "Dad, let go of my hand." Like, reminding me one day he gonna be his own man, and my job is to make sure that he's equipped. Like just the fucking, I don't know.
When
It
your
sounds
son
corny.
is gonna say
People,
that.
these are the moments where everybody's like, "Oh, Cole's corny," but it's like, I mean, if you.
He's real, bro.
If you're too-
He's
I think
real.
people
That's
say
what
that-
because he's real.
The reason why people, well, here's my.
Because real is corny to people.
Well, here's
corny.
my thing. I think the reason why
corny to
people
me, bro.
have an issue with Cole until it ages is because you're aging too. And Cole's music's not for young people. If you're not living, if you're not in love, if you're not living, if you're not going through fucking actually paying bills. Like, for instance, if you're 16 and you live in your fucking mom's fucking house, no shit, a song like Brackets isn't gonna do anything to you. You don't pay taxes.
Yeah.
Like,
I would
your
feel
mom
like that.
does?
something like Love Yours, like, for instance, like, I'm not saying this is a bragging right, but like, my family is like, I come from a family that was never together. Like as far as my parents come, I have tons of history with my dad as far as certain abuse, you know, that we've moved past. And like I've been broke, and it's not a bragging thing, but like a song, for instance, like Love Yours, like that really fucking sends it. You know? Like,
But even back then, even when Kendrick was dropping that slow shit on his album, Good Kid, Mad City, I still liked all that shit.
yeah. Oh, Good Kid, Mad City had a lot of depth though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still, I mean, like, I was 16 and shit, or whatever, how old I was around that
But
age.
it was honestly, Good Kid, Mad City. It has enough bangers though.
That's true. That is
And
also
that's what I think is good about this. But think about J. Cole's entire discography. And I think that's where an artist's energy really resides.
Well, I just figured out the perfect way to explain how I feel on this album the when I listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
He's so transparent, bro, and he's like one of the realest rappers, bro. It makes me want to feel honest to myself when I listen to this shit. Especially that song.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
I just want to like just be honest to myself.
You can't let
Like tell myself, I'm like, all right, these are all my flaws. But even if I don't say it out loud to anyone else, at least I know it.
yeah, if you acknowledge
You know?
is one of the things that people don't realize.
Yeah. What does it say?
Be real.
I was
with
scuffling just
yourself.
to save face. Couple wins, couple losses. Some broken up too quick to call it. My last scrap was with Puff Daddy. Who would have thought it? I bought that nigga album in the 7th grade and played it so much you would have thought my favorite rapper was Puff. Like, and this is my favorite fucking. This actually is probably my second favorite on it when he says, "Back then I ain't no shit. Now I know too much. Ignorance is bliss, and innocence is just ignorance before it's introduced to currency and clips." Like,
Currency and Clips. I didn't really the rappers, right? Or currency,
so
money. and
currency
clip.
is in money, and then clips. But I do think he might have meant clips as a double meaning, like and the clips,
Yeah.
like
Because it's ignorant. It's just pushing it as
yeah,
music.
exactly.
Not saying that it wasn't good. They're very lyrical too. They're very underrated.
I really fucking love. Yeah, I do like this song a lot. It's the closest. I don't think any song really has the impact of Like I Love Yours, but I do think that's the closest. Interlude, I'm bummed that it's called Interlude because I thought it was leading up into something brand new. And we won't talk a lot about this because everybody listened to this a grip. But it just goes back into the climb back, which like is maybe one of the, if it wasn't released prior, might be
the
one of my
best song.
favorite songs.
Yeah, he's spitting on the climb back, bro.
Yeah,
But I hate that song came out so fucking early.
me
So
too.
long
Honestly,
ago.
it came out way too early
That
because
song's
I
been
was like,
out for like months. I feel like.
yeah,
And at that point, when I listened to it on the album, I'm like, okay, I've heard this like 20 plus times
but now
already.
you listen. That's what I did. I skipped over it.
Well, what's weird is
He
people are
goes
quoting
in
the
on the-
bars from that song when that bar he
they've
already
been out
said that shit.
forever.
Yeah,
yeah.
A lot of people are hating on him, saying that homophobe, like people are getting canceled like a homophobe in this PC culture. Isn't that from the climb back?
Yeah.
Yeah, and people are just now getting that bar.
What?
It's like I already listened to that. We listened to that song already. People are like,
The high flip, like an
I don't know.
exclamation point. The whole
I like
Spanish
on
thing was wild.
Interlude though, man, he fucking spit when he said the southern heat making make unbearable summers just last week. Seen your mama weep, crying cause she don't want to bury your brother the blood least, while the EMTs gotta carry your baby like surrogate mothers. Whoa, bro, that bar, the fucking the carrier baby like surrogate mothers, like I don't know. Cole has been improving through writing. Like he didn't used to say shit like that. Like he has spit. And he's not Lupe. Like, he's not Conway in the sense that he's not, like... Conway's the type of rapper where, like, every bar's a punchline.
Yeah, he's a punchline rapper.
But people love to forget, like, Tupac was not a fucking punchline rapper.
no,
Like, not one
he
bit.
made you feel.
Like, he just made you feel shit.
he was like J. Cole.
Yeah, he just made you feel shit.
Dude, I said that after
Yeah, Tupac is like J. Cole.
after I heard Illuminati. I always
J.
said
Cole's
that.
like
I was
Tupac.
like, in the sense that he's not the most lyrical, but if you want to feel something, Cole's music's probably the go-to.
Yeah, Cole's music is it's money, man.
But he can
Unless
fucking
you
spit
want
though, when he
to
wants
be
to.
draking at night. Don't drink and Drake.
Don't drink and Drake.
That's a
It's
real
not good
thing.
for you.
Starting to
No,
listen
that
to
was
Marvin's Room.
way back in when Marvin's Room was a
Yeah.
thing, though.
Yeah, but there's a lot of Drake songs that make
True, but that song really made the first feel type of way. Like, oh, God,
that
I
you
missed the one.
love so bad.
The one.
I feel like
bro.
Close should have been the ender.
Well, yeah, because
It just felt good. I love Close, though, bro.
Close. I'm like,
But if this is
I like
leading to
Hunger on the
Fall Off-
Hillside.
exactly
Way better.
If this is leading to the fall off, Hunger on the Hillside makes so much more
I
sense.
love that song. That as an outro. Big step on, don't get stepped on.
No.
That shit is hard.
Because
I'm
if he's talking about the hill he's about to fall off.
I like how he says, "I put it all on plan A, no plan B.
Yeah.
I
That's
put it all
true.
on plan A, no plan B."
I
He's like,
think-
bro, he's grinding, bro. Ain't no stopping
that
what he's
placement, I
doing,
think.
bro.
Can't
You
get
can't-
this game from no TED Talk. He's
Right?
a fool.
And then
When I
Boss
drop a
on there,
gem, money showers.
and then
Yeah.
just ends
But
with
nothing
Boss.
says by the hour.
Yes, you know, that shit is hard,
He's a,
bro.
he's a fool.
Like he,
Yo, and Boss killed it to end the album.
Yeah, that's true. He is trying to pass the torch kind of too. So
I thought it was to JID Jid
No,
though.
he said Boss.
Jid is
Is it
I feel like he has multiple torches. He
Jid
has
don't
multiple
Jid don't need it exactly. Boz is his boy.
That's true.
He's like, yo, I
It's
bodied
crazy
you on
how,
these songs for
how
like
little
years.
streams he gets on Twitch. It
I
actually
fuck with
reminds
that.
me of a time when it reminds me of when you just said, "What more should J. Cole do? Like, what more do people want?" People on Twitch a long time, months ago, were already like, "Revenge of the Dreamers 4." Is it 4 is the next one?
Yeah.
If they made one,
They're
like
gonna
Revenge of the
make
Dreamers 4,
it.
Boss was like, "Bro, we just dropped 3, bro. What more do y'all want?"
Well, you can't just
He's like, "And we just dropped the deluxe version." He was just saying on Twitch, he was like, "Bro, what more do y'all fucking want? Like,
the magic behind that. It's not something you just
we
rekindle
just
like
want to
that.
listen to it all, bro. Drop it."
We're in a
Honestly,
very much
yeah.
We don't even have time to listen to all this music, but we still want it. That's how fucking
No.
our brains are working
Okay,
at this
but
point.
if they did drop all 160 songs, we would just talk about that for like 6 months.
Chapter
I'm alright.
1.
I'm alright with that.
Exactly, episode 1, songs 1 through 10.
1 through 10 arc. Like,
16 episodes later.
We're done.
hey, we got content, baby.
For
They're
real.
doing our work for us.
I know, Jesus
At that point,
Christ.
we finding relevant songs to listen to.
That'd be so crazy. Man, all right, overall, I didn't want to even get to this point. So think.
Dude,
I
this
feel like-
album was great. It wasn't my favorite J. Cole album though.
What?
And
would
I
you
don't think it
give
should be.
What would you give it score-wise? Out of 5.
Out of 5, God, I love the man. He's just so humble, so great, so great. This album was very great. I honestly, and playback value, I didn't think I would play back a lot of these songs, but especially Amari. But I came back, watched the video.
You're like,
I
well,
think
let me
2
listen to
nights.
that.
I watched the video 2 nights ago or last night even,
Video's so good.
and ever since then I've been playing that song nonstop in my car for some reason.
It's so fucking good. That's why.
I guess I can give the same score since I just gave him a little spiel there. I say 4.5 for sure, bro. It's close, bro, for me. And maybe it's just because it's a J. Cole. Maybe it is because he's top,
Top tier.
really top
Top
tier
tier.
rapper,
'Cause
you
think
know,
about how-
S tier, whatever you want to say. And maybe it is, but I think this will age really well too.
I think with the amount of criticism I had to put out, I would give it a 4.5. Because I was like,
Dude, we're
I
looking
really
for
have to
things.
find-
We're
exactly.
looking for
I
bad
was
things at this
yeah,
point. We're
I'm
digging for bad things.
because my first spin through, I'm like, yo, I'm running that back because I really want to.
Yeah, this
right?
was really the Diggers episode. This was the most digging
We had
episode
to
we've ever
create-
had
we
to
really
do.
had
And
to,
like I
like,
think
look for bad
the one
things.
thing that people can unanimously agree on and like
It's a fucking good album.
is that is that
Yeah.
the mixing could have been better. But like I mean
I can't even.
Cole ain't the
yeah,
Cole ain't
yeah.
the Cole a rapper.
I mean, he didn't even produce a lot of this.
He didn't produce most of it.
If he is
So, I mean, what song? Do you know songs he did? On
I don't know actually, I have to check.
We'll have to
Credits.
dig on
the
that. but-
cohesiveness, this alternative 5 is if this really goes into the fall off. If you can be like, yo,
It's supposed to be a part, kind of like a.
if this was like your
Whole
little
part,
interlude before your prelude to the fall off.
Right.
It's like one song split in 12. It's like, I don't want to do an intro, so I'm
Wait,
gonna do an
there's
EP.
2 more albums, right?
Well, he posted the picture of the list, and it said, "The off season, It's a Boy, The Fall Off." So whatever It's a Boy is, I truthfully I think it's gonna be a documentary or something, like or something of the sort.
Yeah,
Like,
which he should.
yeah,
which
I mean
is
absolutely.
Yeah, because I don't even know how old his kids are, bro.
dope. And then it goes into the
I don't
fall
even know
off.
what they
Old,
look like.
old enough to say "Let go of my hand."
Yeah, I don't even know what they look like.
Bro, that hurts.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Old enough to say, "I don't want you to hold my hand."
Doesn't it feel weird to like
I think about those
be
moments
listening
all the
to a
time.
rapper or an artist for this long? You almost feel like you've
listen-
grown
yeah.
with them. We have
Listen to
grown
J.
with
Cole
them.
so fucking long, dude.
We've
Since I
literally
get up,
grown from a little jit to now, like to now.
Bitch, I'm
with
about
it.
to blow up.
bro. Oh my gosh, blow up. Oh my god, what is that? What's that one? It's like, what's that one with the horns? Like, dun,
Come
dun,
here.
dun, 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 dun. Who that? Who that? Bitch, I got
was
that
just
flame.
Remember,
So don't worry about my goddamn name.
you remember Higher? Come
Oh
here,
my God.
About to take you high. That's a corny ass
Yeah,
hook.
oh my gosh, bro.
Cole has a
Come here,
catalog,
I'm
bro.
about to
He
take-
has
Wait,
a
hold on.
catalog.
What's that song? What's that? Cause I can't get enough. Can't get enough. I need that. I can't get enough of what you got.
Well, there's some gems on there. What
my
the
God,
I bet
all
you
these
hit the
songs-
spot.
Yo,
So many
nobody's
enough, but I just
perfect though.
cannot.
I didn't even know Missy Elliott could sing like that.
What? Bro, you never listened to Superfly? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Missy can sing, dude.
She got pipes.
She can
She got
sing.
pipes.
She's
I
so
didn't think that was her.
fucking
when she
tight,
fucking
dude.
said, Nobody's perfect.
She's so tight.
I know, we're all used to that auto-tune Missy.
Dude, she's so tight. Her singing tracks are fucking tight.
And yeah, I would say that. And if it ages well, I feel like all his albums have.
They have.
Bro, you gotta listen to some. You gotta go back and listen to Missy's first 2 albums because you love J. Cole because he loved Missy.
Yeah,
Izzy,
I love
Izzy,
Missy.
eyes and blah, blah, blah,
she can
blah.
spit her ass off.
Dude, yeah. she
No one
sing
ever
her
gave
ass off too.
Bet, like, yeah.
I'm giving it a 4, a solid 4, a solid 4 with room for growth.
Because it can grow on you. It will.
Planting the seed, no sesame.
Can't let you.
Off-season deluxe version?
No,
Since everyone's doing a
nah,
fucking
no,
deluxe.
I don't
I
think
don't see Cole doing a deluxe.
J. Cole doesn't do deluxe.
He doesn't do deluxes.
Except for Revenge.
Except, didn't he do a Born Sinner deluxe?
I know.
I don't know. It'd be tight if they just did a Dreamville
Dreamville cuts.
off season.
There's still
Cuts.
moments. It's like the fucking the Namek Super Saiyan arc with Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Like that moment he becomes Super Saiyan, that's still always gonna be forever a moment for everyone.
Yeah.
But it kind of sucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you go back and you're like,
Yeah.
I mean,
This is kind of trash.
You see, yeah, he
You
did
don't
have
do
a
Vegeta
deluxe.
like that. There's
He had
moments,
a Born
right?
Sinner deluxe version.
But there's moments on Born Sinner.
oh shit, you're right. There is a Born Center deluxe
Yeah.
version.
So maybe, but no, this was part of a like not trilogy or whatever. But
This, you know what this
I feel like
reminds me
he
of?
wouldn't do
Huh.
it. Shit.
It's gonna be his Magna Carta Holy Grail.
Really?
Does
I
anyone
actually
talk
really,
about that?
I actually really like Magna Carta.
I did too, but no one really talks about it. So I think this might go across this. And Jay spit his ass off on that.
I think this is being received definitely better than that, though.
Really?
Absolutely. Magna
that's
Carta
summer.
came preloaded on a million Samsungs.
This didn't break enough walls though.
Remember?
This didn't go
Oh,
out
the
of
rollout was
J.
terrible,
Cole's.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rollout was fucking terrible.
I just remember hearing, you know, I got it while being. I
Fuck
guess
me,
summer.
you know I got it. And the beats, so that's the thing. There is no risk. All of these beats, I think, are gonna age well.
I was gonna say, yeah. Do
I
we
think-
hear Jake anything super out of the box from J. Cole? I don't think. we do.
That's a fucking.
I know what you mean, though, in the sense that, like, that's, I think more so, this is what Jay-Z was going for vibe-wise with Magna Carta.
He's like, I can still rap
Like,
like
I'm
y'all.
timeless and I can rap. And I think that's what Cole gets
what I
across
mean.
here. Yeah, I get what you mean. But I think it's a successful attempt at
Message
what Magna
received.
Carta
Better
was.
received, yeah.
At what Magna Carta was supposed to be for Jay.
That shit aged really well for him.
Because-
Jay.
Crown
Yeah.
was fucking sick on that.
It was a good fucking...
Beach was
that had
hard as
Picasso...
Beach was hard as fuck, but it was only
Picasso,
like
That had
30
Picasso on it,
seconds.
didn't it?
Yeah.
That song is crazy. Picasso, baby.
And it had On the Run Part 2.
That's
Who
what I
wants
mean. Is
that
like
love so
it had the
anyway?
makings of what should have been
Well,
a
'cause
good
it was,
album.
It was hyped. Remember that YouTube or that
It was
video, that
overhyped,
YouTube
though.
video of Timbaland
It
playing
was-
the beat for
yeah,
Jay.
and then Rick Rubin was there. Like
That shit was hard.
it was overhyped though. That's what fucked it up.
It was over.
Versus this,
no rollout.
he was
no
just like,
nothing.
I'm here. And then they focused on the rollout live time instead of Jay-Z talked about that album for like 3 or 4 months.
Well, I love how J. Cole just does it so simple, bro.
It's like,
He
album is here.
He says album's here, it's coming out May 9th or whatever.
And then he starts promoting. And
he
that's what I mean.
promotes it a little bit
For
and
like a
then
week.
it drops.
Yeah.
Like perfect, bro. Thank you. Thank
yeah,
you.
chill. We don't
That's-
got the attention span for that shit no more.
Exactly. Like just tell us, don't give us no fucking go through loops
Yeah,
and holes
Frank,
just to find
I
this album.
forgot.
Yeah.
Magna Carta,
But on that note, everybody, it is so good to be back, man. Thank you for letting us talk
vibes.
our shit. We
The
could talk
vibes,
forever.
yeah.
Obviously,
This
we're
is a
starting to
great
get
album.
we're starting to get into entirely different albums now. Shout out to everybody for joining us. Shout out to our Discord family. Shout out to the Fellow Creative Co. If you haven't looked already into the Fellow Creative Co., it is a collective for
Liddy Lit.
artists who love their craft, who are passionate into
Make
putting
art.
that 10,000 hours towards, you know, that art that makes their heart pump, whether you're a beat maker, rapper, dancer, fucking tap dancer, finger painter, whatever you do. If you do it at a level where it really drives your soul, then the Fellow Creative Co. is for you. And thank you guys for coming back to kick it, man. We missed kicking it for sure. So we will be back every other Friday. The Fridays that we're not live, we'll be making content and spending time together to ensure that each episode we do live is incredible. So thank you very much. We'll be posting and letting you know when we're back for the next episode. With that being said, it's so good to be back. Welcome to season 2, everybody. My name is 10th member.
Nick Kid, aka Kim Beats. It was a blessing to be here with y'all today. After
Cheers.
so many times.
Jay Styles, but just call me Jeff, man. We fam.
Fan, man. Thank
With
you,
that being
Internet.
said, we fucking love y'all.
Internet.